Howdy guys, welcome to Keeping It Frank. Today I'm going over my 5-month journey with a carnivore. I'm looking over my notes and seeing exactly how many inches I've lost throughout a majority of my body parts. So 821 is when I started last year, and my weight was 345 pounds, and that's at 6'2". And every month I wrote down, how I was going down each month, and it was every month it looked like I was losing or half an inch to an inch in most places. And here we are, the 20th of January in 24, and I went from a 54 3/4 in my belly to a 46 and a half. My chest, I went from 55 inches to 48 inches. My waist, I went from 49 3/4 to 43 and a half. My arm, upper arm, I went from 18 1/4 to 17 inches. My upper thigh, I went from 30 inches to 26 3/4. My neck, I went from 20 inches to 18 and a half inches. My calves, from 18 1/4 to 17 inches. And my overall weight, I went from 345 to 265 pounds today. So that is roughly 79 pounds I've lost altogether within the last 5 months. I will be displaying some side-by-side photos, and so far it's been really good. My energy's been good, my skin has cleared up, a lot of bonuses, a lot of benefits that I've had throughout this. So I'm gonna go over like the types of foods that I've been eating daily. Daily I eat a lot of eggs, a lot of fried eggs, a lot of bacon. I also eat ground beef. I found a 25% fat. I know they want you to get a little fatter than that, or quite a bit fatter than that, but I don't have a butcher shop around, and I just go to my local H-E-B and get the stuff. And I don't have a lot of money to be going around and trying to find high-end meats and stuff like that. I eat a lot of roast beef. I did do pork chops and stuff there for a while, but I've kind of cut back. I did ham, like during the holidays, I did a lot of ham. I cut back on that. Not necessarily I was trying to cut back on it. I've found the closer I stick to the red beef, the better the results. So last month I was 274 pounds. This month I lost 9 pounds altogether. And honestly, the first 3 weeks I wasn't really budging, and that will happen. And then this last week is when I really just started to drop the weight. But I've been pretty consistent of keeping it around close to 10 pounds a month. And I do still have Dr. Pepper Zeros and stuff like that. I do use seasoning, and I know a lot of people frown on that, and like I said in the video before, this is working for me the way it is, and I'm sticking with it. And I think that's probably the most important thing to me, is to be able to put myself in a position so I'm fully capable of sticking with it. I think a lot of these people that are on these carnivore sites, they get really mad at people that do put other foods in. I wouldn't suggest. I do try to keep it carb and sugar free for the most part. But a lot of these people, they're doing this because they're not only are they unhealthy, but they're unhealthy due to the fact that they're probably very overweight. And they got overweight due to the fact that they eat a lot of food, a lot of junk food and stuff like that. So it's not easy for people like us to just all of a sudden, be real strict about only eating certain meats, And I feel like a lot of the people on these carnivore sites, they were probably people that were already dieting or trying other diets, and they were fully capable of doing that and being really strict. But we're not all built that way. So I would suggest, and it might not be the right answer, but like I said, it's working for me, just just play with it. Find something that works and will still keep you motivated to stay with it. If you have to use spices, then use spices. I think farther on, down the line, as you get the results that you want, you'll grown very used to the diet and grown away from the sweets and the carbs and stuff like that for the most part. So whenever you start hitting closer to your goals, you'll probably find that it's more complicated to actually lose weight. And I think at that point, that's when, it'd be a good idea. Okay, now that I'll try to cut out, certain meats or certain processed foods, or maybe I'll stop the diet sodas altogether. You already basically won a war. Now you just have multiple little battles that you can focus on later on down the road. But also, I would suggest, even if you are doing like Diet Cokes and stuff like that to kind of keep you afloat, try a couple of days where you do a strict carnivore. See what the results are. If the results are really, really big, then maybe at that point you should decide to cut back on some of those things. As it sits today, I'm very happy with the results that I have. So I'm going to continue doing it the way that I have been doing it. I do restrict myself from day to day on certain things. But for the most part, this diet's very easy for me. It doesn't feel like a diet to me because I'm not restricting myself so harshly that I couldn't keep with it. And that's what a diet does at the end of the day. A diet is something that you can only stick with for a little bit of time because you're not fully capable of always having calorie restrictions or cutting out all these certain foods. But if you can find a way to do little cheats here and there that are not straight sugar or completely loaded with carbs, and they can hold you over, then I say go for it. Do it from time to time. Don't burn yourself out. And that's it, guys. I hope this video was helpful or inspirational to anyone that's trying to do the carnivore diet. I'll be coming up with another one here pretty soon, and it'll be covering how I had COVID and how I had lost my smell and my taste for 4 years, and all of a sudden 3 days into carnivore I gained it all back. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Hugs and kisses. Bye.